Hi, Neal here with Sound Science, and today I want to talk to you about a piece of audio kit that really makes a big difference in how great your stereo sounds. And what I'm talking about is the Lyngdorf TDAI 2170. It's 170 watt per channel at 4 ohm pure digital integrated amplifier. And what that means is if you input a digital signal to this guy, you have a digital signal directly driving your loudspeakers. And the result of this is a wonderful sound, the likes of which you haven't heard before. So this replaces your preamp, your power amp, and your DAC. In addition, the Lyngdorf TDAI 2170 includes Room Perfect. Now Room Perfect is Lyngdorf's room correction software. It's built into the box, and the 2170 comes to you straight from Denmark with a measuring microphone and a microphone stand. You end up doing about 6 or 7 measurements throughout your room. Each measurement you take, the front of the box will tell you how much room knowledge it has, and it does this in terms of percentages. So your first measurement occurs between where your ears would be at your listening position, pointing at the front of the room. And then your second measurement is a random position, and the manual that comes with it, or that you can print out, talks about how you do these measurements. And starting with the second measurement, it'll tell you what percentage of room knowledge you have. And once you have over 90% room knowledge, and I've never gotten beyond 99%, but I suppose some people get to 100, this difference in sound is phenomenal. To start with, you will get deeper bass response than you've heard before. It's going to eliminate as many room nodes as possible. And when it does this, the bass response of your speakers will be at its very lowest in terms of frequency. The mids and highs will open up, clear up. You'll hear detail and imaging that you haven't heard before. And everything will be like the artist intended for you to hear. I mean, it really makes that big a difference. In addition to this, there's an electronic crossover network built into the TDAI 2170. So if you wanted to add a pair or a single subwoofer to your bookshelf speakers, you would adjust the crossover network for the appropriate frequency, and you would use the built-in amplifier to feed probably your satellite speakers, and then you can plug into the digital out or analog out on the back to feed your subwoofers. Alternatively, you could bi-amp your speakers. You could set the crossover network anywhere from 500 hertz on down and feed a second high-quality amplifier. Lyngdorf is coming out with a new fully digital power amp at CES, their SDA 400, and this amplifier will be 200 watts at 8 ohms, 400 watts at 4 ohms, have a digital input. So if you paired it with the 2170, you will get no loss, and it will be the most amazing system you will ever hear. Because the Room Perfect will perfectly integrate the two amplifiers and give you great frequency response. Now the other advantage of Room Perfect is it does its best to make the walls in your room sonically disappear. So you really get a lot for your money with this unit. Now the basic 2170 sells for $4,000, and there are 3 optional modules. There's an upgraded analog input that has balanced input as well as 3 additional RCA inputs. So if you want to have the best sound from your phono preamp or tuner or whatever it is, you would want to include that option. The USB option for this 2170 allows you to do DSD and PCM up to 384K over the USB input. So it's a complete system. It's everything but your source and speakers. Now I encourage you to go to the Lyngdorf website and look this up. There's better explanations than I can give you in this video on how it works and what it's doing to your signal. And it's also a great input for the digital out of your CD player, and it will prevent your CDs from clipping, or at least sounding clipped. So that's a lot in this one box. It's amazing. I encourage you to try it out. Call us, email us, and we'll help you do that. Again, this is Neal with Sound Science. Amplify the senses, and happy holidays.